Oh, yes, sir. Hey, welcome back, fam. Welcome back, fam. Hey, we're back at it. Fresh up on the week, guys. The money's populated. The money's moving, guys. Here we are yet again, one step closer to changing our lives with one trade at a time, folks. But as I say, guys, we got a little zesty news coming in. As everybody should know, we had a good day with our AMC play. Go check out the last video. As I said, guys, we all knew that nothing was adding up what was going on. They wanted those options to expire worthless instead of having to deal with that, so they pushed that price down. But here we go, right back on the uptrend. Got some zesty news with our XRP, and of course, like I said, we got some little funny things to laugh at the end. But you know, without further ado, let's get down to, like I said, I've been eating protein bars all day. I'm about to go absolutely discourage this gymnasium. I'm about to hurt it. I'm gonna hurt this gym. I'm gonna hurt this gym. But without that, before that. Cue that wind effect. Somebody, you got to cue that wind effect. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in, family. Bring it in. That money is boiling. That money is boiling. Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Has anybody called their ex and told them to kiss it? Has anybody called it? Hey, listen. Oh, no. I wasn't calling back to get back. I just want you to know, when you see me in the next couple of years, just don't say nothing to me. Okay? Don't say nothing to me. Hang up on it. Listen, hey, I don't want to incite any violence, but I'm just telling y'all what I'm doing on my day-to-day. Call number 4. I'm just sending them out. But let's get down to it. We got this clip, and I got another clip that is rhyming along with an XRP that is some good information and things to think on. Yeah.
Well, check futures. They're all in the green, and it's time to bring in Keith Fitz-Gerald, who's got a thing or two to say. I want to focus on tech, because it was last October that you said the tech was going to come roaring back. A lot of people said, you're nuts. If you put your money where your mouth was, you're already a rich man. Now you're a very rich man.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, listen. I was screaming it from the beginning of when I started this channel till now. Everybody all through other, tech's gonna come back down and it's gonna. What have I been screaming, guys? The greatest generational wealth transfer is under play. This is your decision to make, but like I'm going to tell y'all, there's things that are going to levy. These are the companies of the future. These are the high pricing power stocks. These are the stocks that have not only cash on hand, but the ability to raise the price of stuff and lower the price of stuff. And then to double team it, you got to come and say, do you think Apple's going to be gone in 5 years? The largest company around? Y'all don't even know about the bank maneuver. Y'all don't even know about them trying to purchase Disney, do you? I'm not going to, we'll fill you in slowly on that stuff. But like I said, guys, bangers, Amazon. You think Amazon's going somewhere in the next 5 years? Microsoft is going somewhere in the next 5 years? NVIDIA. No, AI is going to just end tomorrow. Come on now, guys, listen. The greatest generational wealth transfer is underway. This mafia you got to be in now. At this point, like I said, this isn't financial advice, but if you ain't putting a couple of them coins in this right here, a couple of them chips, a couple of them fund tokens in this, then you really ain't trying to do this thing that we call investing. I'm just going to call it like that.
Yeah. Not very or rich, but they're big words, and I'll try to live that way. We got very lucky, David, and thanks for remembering that.
Well, it was more than luck. What did you see that a lot of other people didn't?
Well, one of the things that I've learned to look for over the 43 years I've been doing this is when everybody thinks they know something, like it's time to go to the sidelines or we've got to get safe, that's usually a dead set indicator to look.
When others are fearful, it's time to get greedy as hell. When others are greedy, you might want to get up out of it before it turns stale. Warren Buffett revised Money Montgomery quote. I'm just telling you, guys, it's the test of time. When everybody, I gotta get my money out of the market. Tesla was at $100. I said, B, what are you doing? I'm not waiting until 90. Now is the time. Text it. Called it. I called everything. NVIDIA, 290. Called it. In there.
Look at the other side.
I could have got it better if I would sit up there in the
side of the room and go pick it up. If we look at what's happening around tech, that's
XRP, 30 cents. Caught it.
Genie's not going back in the bottle. It was very logical to connect the dots, particularly when it came to companies like Apple and Microsoft and NVIDIA that have, of course, returned to the head of the class.
Now, we've come back so much since October. A lot of people are beginning to wonder. It's at that teetering stage again, teetering at the top of the mountain. What do you think is going to happen from here with big tech?
Well,
let me go ahead and answer this for you, Bill. Guys, it's been holding its support through all the FUD, through all FOMC, through the interest rate hikes. We've been sitting within 5 to 10% range, a day's move from all-time highs in all of these stocks. Do not be lulled into not making these investments. In Elon Musk, we trust. You hear me? In tech, we trust. NVIDIA, we trust. That is the level, guys. We're turning to the Jetsons. I'm not about to. What are you buying into? What? Walmart? What you buying? First Republic Bank? That's what your investment of the future is? Okay, hey, do you, baby? Ain't no judge.
The other
I'm
rule
just
of the
telling you how
game
we
is
rolling
never
over here.
switch horses in the middle of a race. You're winning. So I don't think that tech's going to go anywhere. There might be a short-term, retracement, but other than that, again, we're looking at one of the single biggest pivots in recorded human history, David. And I don't think that's going away. I think tech continues to be a great investment, particularly the big names at the head of the class.
And let's talk about those names. Apple and
Y'all don't
Amazon.
want
Do you
it.
have a favorite?
Y'all don't want it.
Apple, no question about it. In fact, I think that Apple is going to continue to engage. People are worried about the iPhone sales, but those same people are forgetting that that's a sensor platform for everything else they make: subscriptions, services, music, and they're
Apple is going to become a bank. Y'all, somebody mark this down. I need to tally whatever name I give this video. Apple is going to become a bank. I shouldn't say most. People that are in depth and kind of been following up this understand how Apple's making this maneuver. One, you should see the cash on it. You see the size of the company, guys. They are going to become a bank. They've already offered a banking style service where you can do the pay for it later option as far as multiple of the services, including their phones and things like that. Apple Pay. Guys, you're already in the system. They just haven't put a name on it, but you're in it's a bank. Hey.
They're getting into finance, all of which is going to be connected with the ecosphere, a term that I warmed up at about 2009 or so. But Amazon, on the other hand, I'm actually set up. I think they're going to have a rough go of it. If cloud revenue is soft,
yes.
I've been away from that one.
It's all about AWS, isn't it, with Amazon?
And guys, this is where when I throw Amazon in that sector, understand, I'm putting Amazon in sector one because I like their partnerships in the tech sector, especially as far as Rivian, or I forgot who that was. I think it was Rivian that they're partnering up with as far as doing delivery vehicles. But Amazon is a tech sector stock, yes, but it's really tech/retail. Retail is not going to be a massive buffer through what's coming through. Don't get me wrong, there can be several stores. Amazon's not going broke or anything like that, but it's not going to produce the same way as a Tesla. This is still a vastly retail company, subscription-based company type thing like that. So even though it's tech, right, it's tech sector like that. You trying to slide into a different little niche at Amazon, but we'll let you in here, all right? That's my opinion.
It is.
All right.
It is.
I just have to ask you, Jeff Sika kind of tweeted this out and was talking to us about it in a tease about whether they're going to buy Disney. Do you think they're going to make a big purchase with that $200 billion they have lying around quickly?
That's $200 billion that they have in cash. Yeah, but they're going away.
I don't think so. I think that the better concern would be Apple buying Disney, but Jeff's a bright guy. Respect him tremendously.
That's who I thought we were talking about.
I meant Apple. Did I say Amazon?
Okay,
I meant Apple. Do you think Apple might buy them?
They might. You never know. They're certainly hungry, and they got a lot of cash.
Keith Fitz, great to see you, my friend. I appreciate you coming on.
No,
Thanks,
guys, listen. What do we know? What are we doing? We're just getting lucky over here. Don't invest in Apple. That's a no. They wouldn't be taking over. No. All right, guys. double tapping down in. Obviously, I hope you know that's sarcasm. I'm just putting the knowledge out in front of y'all. You know we're screaming about big tech. The time is now to be catching up on it. The time was then to catch up on it, but there's no time better now to start that dollar cost averaging. Y'all go into the link in the description, click that Weeble, get us some free shares if you don't have an app already that you can do your partial investment. There is no excuse why you should not be picking up on some of these generational wealth transferring stocks. Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Who am I leaving off? Path, Intel. I know I'm leaving a slapper. Apple. Did I say Apple? Come on now, come with it. Y'all get the list. We say it every single day. I'm gonna just put a picture of the list as my profile. That's what I need to do. But now, coming back in, guys. Very, very interesting news, and that's why I want to get in this quickly. From I guess the guy's name is Coach JV, but he's giving you a background of what's going on as far as CBDC and XRP. It was some very interesting stuff. Let's tap down in this quickly.
Central bank currency replacing the American dollar. Well, you're going to see this as a massive, massive narrative.
And any man with a beard like this knows what he's talking about.
Next 12 months before the presidential election in 2024, November 4th. Now, there's going to be a battle between decentralization, central bank digital currencies, and programmable money. We can argue back and forth and fight an invisible enemy, but let me give you the facts, figures, numbers, logic. Now, remember, what I'm about to share with you is not financial advice. Don't make any financial moves. I'm just sharing with you the deep research I do on a daily basis and connecting the logical circuit. I don't fight an invisible enemy. I do my investments based on facts, figures, numbers, logic, not emotion. So we have to pay attention to the timing of things. Remember, in 2017, they told you that Bitcoin was rat poisoning that's used for money laundering, that's absolutely fraudulent. You'd be fired if you invested Bitcoin or traded Bitcoin or crypto. But as we transitioned to 2020, we had a massive shock to the system, changing all of our consumer behaviors. How we interacted with money, how we worked, how we dated, how we walked, how we talked. And then ironically, on December 20th, 2020, the SEC went after Ripple around XRP being a security, one of the most well-run crypto companies in the world. Third on the market cap. They didn't go after any other nefarious people. They went after Ripple, a real-world solve company with real team, real leadership, and making a real impact in the global financial space. And then the case lasted all the way till now. And here's where the narrative kicks in. Jerome Powell, 1 year ago, went from not talking about crypto to talking about distributed ledger technology is here to stay and it's an innovative technology. And he said, you know, we're not talking about a CBDC yet. And then all of a sudden, July 2023, FedNow Services launches at the exact same time.
I don't want to break the video up, but we already talked about this, guys. I said this in previous videos. I said, if you think it's ironic, guys, come on now. Y'all aren't new to this. Everybody investing. You should know now there's powers that be. If you think that it is ironic that this court case that's been stalled up this whole time just passes at the exact same time that CBDCs hit.
Judge Torres deems XRP a non-security. Let me show you what I think is going to happen in the next 12 months. Now remember, I do a YouTube video every single day linked in my bio. So FedNow dramatically speeds up US payments with FedNow Services, which launched in July. At the exact same time, Ripple Lab notches landmark win in the SEC case over XRP being a cryptocurrency. Now, why did they wait till July 2023 when this case has been going on since December 20th, 2020? You have to ask yourself that question. And this week, I'm going to be breaking down a series, Understanding the Financial System, and Federal Reserve launches real-time payment system, first big upgrade since 1970. Now remember, in 1970s, we detached from the gold standard because America didn't have enough gold to back the US dollar. And they said they're protecting us from speculators. The exact same thing they're saying right now. They're protecting us from crypto, which is a speculative asset, when they have no money in the system. All of our money is debt. But this is important to understand, guys. There's only 35 banks which are early adopters on the FedNow services. So everybody's saying their switch has been flipped, but there's only 35 banks that are live on FedNow services. And these are the 35 banks. You can take a look. There's Wells-Fargo, there's US Bank, there's JP Morgan, which again, remember guys, JP Morgan has Onyx. I'm going to explain to you what FedNow services is, in my opinion. Wells-Fargo's with R3. They're with Onyx.
I don't know if he's going to cover it, guys, but also keep in mind, I thought it was way more than this, but that means that there's more companies and banks that are dealing with XRP right now than it seems Fed now, if I'm not mistaken.
And
Because
Bank
we're
of
around
America, which is
30
not on the
or
list, is
40
with
of them
Ripple.
ourselves.
So let me break down my logical circuit and how I look at these things. Problem, reaction, solution. When you have a problem, it creates a reaction to people, and when people have a reaction, they're looking for a solution. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. So we're in the regulation and joining phase. So what you're going to start to see is problem, reactions, and solutions are going to be distributed ledger technology, and I truly believe, and I'm not supporting this, we're going to be in a central bank digital currency, which is going to be programmable money. The middle class is getting wiped out, leverage source technology, moving down to the working poor, the industrial area is dying. We're moving into from gas, petrol, oil, industry, to quantum, AI, information, data, and
Guys, I keep screaming it. We're turning to the Jetsons. This is an era change. The same thing happened when they went from horse and wagon to the Model T Ford, from beeper to phone, from board to internet. This is an era change. An entire era is changing. We're about to be a different type of people. But I'm not going too far in it because, like I said, I'm not trying to get assassinated. But listen, the whole thing with the C19, it's funny how we went into that and came out of that really dealing with money and dealing with life a different way. Y'all, people might not have peeped it, but understand those type of events are calculated. But hey, I'm not about to go down that road. Hey, I don't want to be lost in a submarine.
But destroy your family's future and your ability to build generational wealth for your family. There's a reason why 1% of the population owns 97% of the wealth, and that is going to become much larger, the wealth gap, because people aren't paying attention. You're arguing about whether Jamie Foxx is cloned. Who gives a shit if Jamie Foxx is cloned? What does it have to do with you and your actions, your behaviors, and what you can do on a daily basis to protect your family? Who cares if Beyonce and Jay-Z are part of some elite group? What does that have to do with you and the actions and behaviors that you do on a daily basis? And we're 12 months away from the presidential election. I'm not waiting for a savior to come back to save me. Focus on what you can do for your family. What decisions and actions can you take today? So I'm not supporting this, but I believe we're heading to a central bank digital currency, a bag of currencies, which are going to be regulated at a global level. We're going to have a radical transformation from America being the dominant currency to a bag of currencies, an even playing field, a monetary system that moves 24/7, 360.
Guys, and I've talked about this many a time, what he's talking about, even taking it a little bit further, we're centralizing the people. So where we have all this division and, we're this and that, as we move and progress to interplanetary beings where we're jumping around, we're about to bring all this back together, almost like Pangea as far as the currencies, because it really doesn't make sense for you to leave out of one place and next door. It's either 10,000 times worth more or 10,000 times worth less. $1 should be $1 anywhere you go if you earn that. That's how they're going to centralize and make this. Obviously, it's going to be more valuable currency, less valuable currency, but either way it go, I should be able to take something from over here and it'd be worth that over there. How do you do business with exchanging at these volumes and things like that? You got to understand this.
65 days a year, all the time, money moving at the speed of light, just like information, just like technology moves at the speed of light now. So instead of resisting it, it's about understanding it at a deep level. And remember, we are all from the light, which is God. We are all creators. You're seeing an evolution. It's nothing new under the sun. We resist things because we don't understand them. And we don't go outside the box because we've been taught to stay in a box. So instead of fearing it, work to understand it and understand that evolution is always here. Change will always be inevitable. And you resisting it is doing nothing for your family. I'm not saying I support it, but what I'm saying, I'm using it for good. So know that yes, we're heading to a radical transformation of our financial system. And you, as an investor, an intelligent investor, can take advantage of these massive switches in our financial system and be the next shift in the generational wealth in your family. Or you can resist it, sit back and wait till it changes and be part of the working poor that get moved down from the middle class and your job gets replaced by technology. Or you can finally be financially free and understanding trading time for money will always keep you broke, and until you take your money and free up your time.
The greatest generational wealth transfer is underway. Play with it if you want to. Play with it if you want to.
You'll always be enslaved to a just over broke, which is a job. So I hope this information reaches you well with love, light, and positivity. I'm not about judging. This is about coming together and understanding that you are powerful, that you are strong, you are worthy, you are abundant, you are worth it, and it's time to get your shit together. That's what I'm doing. I'm not worried about what you're doing. I'm not judging you. I'm not coming on your account and putting comments on your account. I'm trying to figure out how to support my family and travel the world and do amazing things with the resources been provided by God. So I love you. I appreciate you. And as we always say, warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. Remember, I will never proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. I will never ask you to send me money. I have an education academy where I've had over 7,000.
All right, we're gonna leave off on that. Coach JB wanted to pay us to get them advertisements off. You know what I'm saying? All right, now come through, guys. Listen, that was banging information. Hope y'all go back and reread that. But like I said, this is just all stuff that we've already talked over. I want to make sure I get this. You know, we don't hang on this too long for this to be a 50-minute video. But we all know of how the transformation is occurring, but I just want y'all to hear it in this perplex. It was very good and dynamic how he put these points together, bing, 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 to kind of show you how we progress to this status. Same thing happened with Bitcoin. Hell, same thing happened with the dollar. Same thing happened when we went and stopped being backed by gold. Some massive event, something that changes, boom, you come through on the other side. Oh, all right. But understand, you don't want to be a peon. I'm not a peon. I'm not a pawn. You're not about to just have me at the way of government. I was talking about this with Jay Clark, baby. Make sure you read those comments, but stay up. Currency is not the enemy. It's what people do for currency that's evil and that's the enemy. But understand, like I said, I'm more of a naturalist. I've started off very Christian or religious, but I've moved more so to nature and understanding. I see the God in nature as opposed to just believing there's a deity in the sky that sits on the throne. Like I said, each person has their own, but I still have that understanding that I'm of my smallness comparative to how much I need nature and things of that nature. But you got to understand, J. Clark, the Bible doesn't preach about you being broke. The Bible, just like I said with that Matthew 25, Matthew, was it 25, 22 or 18 through 25 or something like that, where basically God gave his servants 5 talents. One of them made another 5 and came back with 10. One of them had 2 and made another 2, so he had 4. One of them took his talent and buried it because he was scared, and he came back, and the Lord said, the servant was slothful and unworthy because he took that talent, instead of growing it, he tried to hide it to where it wouldn't be lost. And he thought that that's what was expected of him. No. If God gives you the ability to make a dollar, God gives you the ability, nature gives you the ability, whatever you believe, Allah, whoever it is that you believe, whatever you believe, you have the ability to walk, get up each morning and go get that bag. Then it's up to you and your responsibility. You've been blessed with the ability to get that bag. Then it's also up to you to go and turn that bag into another bag. That bag, there's no, I'm going to sit here and just hope that I get it back. No, this is an active thing, and it's active will of life. This is the will of God for you to go and go get it. Period. So, J. Clark, you got to bounce back from that, baby. Ain't no laying down. I don't fear nothing. So I'm for sure not going to fear this government. That's why we over here anyways getting financial freedom. I'm here to live like an eagle up above the storm. I'm not going to be at the woes from youth through college to now. I'm well above where most of the people on my age bracket, because I've seen it, had the foresight. I didn't get lost in things. I didn't get told, that investing's hard. You can't do investing. You'll never be able to invest. You lose all your money. I'm not going to follow that. I said, okay, 10% of America makes above $100,000 a year. You need $70,000 a year to be above the poverty line? Wait a minute. What does the 10% do? Oh, wait a minute. So the mass majority, 95% of these people invest? Interesting. So wait a minute. I went through school. Wow, so sales is the #1 paid profession. Ironic, I went into sales. They put me classes ahead. And then when I had that money, instead of going, my next step, I realized the 4 square life, like we went over, employed, self-employed, investor, and business owner. Well, these two over here are both in the same investor and a business owner. Those are the only two people where that money can be made without them being there. That employee and that self-employed both have to be there each and every single day to work. And if you get sick, that money stops. That's how my mind works. J. Clark, that's what we're doing here. We are in this thing to do growth, financial freedom, get thoughts on yachts, big boats, big bodies, and Tesla Cybertrucks. And I swear, I'm going to show it to you. This is the beginning of this channel, but I'm going to show you. Y'all going to see from where we are now. We're going to look back 2 years and see if it all comes to fruition. That's how sure I'm about it. But let's get down to it, guys. What are we looking at? You see how much? All right, good. All right, guys, pulling on down. Let's make this snappy. Pulling down our AMC chart, guys. We had a great day. Finally, after obliteration for the last couple of days, we're having that pop back. But like I said, guys, we all knew the whole time that none of that made sense. There's no shares available. Cost to borrow was, well, it has been split, but we know that's not what true cost to borrow. Y'all should go look at my stock loan substitution. They're using the means of options to be able to kind of hide what the true cost to borrow rate is. But what we do know is that we had all-time highs for short interest. We're sitting around 8. I'll show you for our dates, but let's just double tap in here. Currently sitting at 494 after hours. We're at 497. They're battling everything they had to stop us from closing out at $5. Like I said, there is too much time. We're going into earnings, all this stuff. The rogue AA came out and had to and even pushed out news. Oh, these are the best numbers we've ever had. Meanwhile, smashing the stock after a 70% run up, talking about bankruptcy. But you know, that's what CEOs do, right? Let's put it on out, guys. 250,000 shares available at 150% cost to borrow. Incredibly high cost to borrow, as we all know. But like I said, guys, we know this should be up somewhere near 1,000, but they're not going to be able to play this game again. Where did that go? Where did the 1,000% cost to borrow go? Where did the shares come up? We saw that they had popped up, you know, 4 million shares on Monday of last week. All right, well, it's getting a lot more zesty. Here we are sitting with 250,000 shares available. Like I said, I want to see how they're going to play it. You're going to have to show me some, guys. Like I said, I have enough money here to where I can diamond hand it. I'm not over leveraged. I have way more money now, and I had to, of course, when I came in, I was doing it backwards and had to learn less things like that. And each person's going to have to learn it. But like I said, if you're overly emotional about this, means you got too much invested in AMC and not enough invested in your long-term portfolios. You don't have a balance to that, so it's got you. But now I'm at the point where, hey, listen, I'll sit right across. I don't even know who's running at this point. We don't know. We haven't even said Kenny G's name in a while. I don't even know if he's in this play at this point. But whoever it is that's causing this, I would sit across from their face right now without a drip of sweat. I really wanted to laugh and mother. I was like, really? Oh, really? So we just dropped from 8 to 4. Oh, really? Really now? Okay, guys, listen, we're not falling for that mumbo jumbo. Sitting up here still, obviously, as we know, cost of the threshold list updates the next day, so us coming off the weekend is not gonna be updated, but we're leaving off Friday. We're assuming again that we'll be up here on Monday, guys, with some unheard of nonsense. What we sit on 25 days on the threshold list. After 13, they were supposed to be forced to close out. So now, if you needed an understanding that we're in this battle of retail ourselves, and the SEC is going to stand by. There's no regulation. There's no government that's going to come and save you. Well, here you go. 25 days. 25 days on the threshold list. What? Everybody can see this. Gary gets to see this. Everybody see this. So, hey, at this point, if you had any questions, here we are. Boom. Hey, fraud. But like I said, you can only fraud so long. The more you mess around, the more you're going to find out. Hey, pull it on through, guys. Looking at our shortage, the shortage is 29.47%, guys. We're coming close to 30%. That 30% is going to be a shocking number to sit up there and look at. I don't think we've ever been that high, and I think we're sitting up near all-time highs right now of estimated short interest. I don't know if we've had 29.80 or if that was 28.80, but I know that we're either at the second highest or this might be one of the highest of our short interest cost to borrow. Days to cover, 7.85. Our cost to borrow percentage is actually 245%. The last couple that we've seen is at 150%. Utilization is raised up a point up here. Now we're sitting at 80.32 utilization, and free fall on loan, they're using up 35.7%. But obviously we know that's well above 184 million shares that they're using on loan, guys. They're into the billions with it. Put it on through, guys. With some sweet news on our XR Most of should have heard this with our Wells-Fargo, but we're going to look at this as well. UAE Bank to start allowing crypto trading in Bahamas. This is the United Arab Emirates. Is that the Emiratis? I think it's Emiratis. Emirates, whatever, will soon allow its customers to trade currencies using Emirati currency. And basically, guys, I'm going to have this link down in the description for y'all to go look over this, but I wanted to pull up for y'all to see, just like I was saying with the CBDC, we're starting to get more implementation of this XRP is looking like than the CBDC itself, which is we had expectations for, but still, it's crazy seeing it going out. And obviously, you know, Dubai, and this is based in Dubai, Rat Bank is what it's called, is a massive crypto hub. That's where another or what we say, a giant as far as where the crypto is starting to bolster and grow up is over there in Dubai. But like I said, I just want to bring the information. Another keynote information. We all heard about this. I just had to get some confirmation, and it is factual. Wells-Fargo analyst predicts XRP will hit 100, 500 bucks. Woo! 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 I think I'm going to get, yes, can I have 5 thoughts in light brown? I'll take 7 thoughts in caramel. I want 13 thoughts, Caribbean style, yes. Yeah, with the green eyes, That one over there. Bring her here. I don't want to get too brash. Let me get 74 more thoughts, mixed batch. Just throw a party pack together. Put them on the boat. Okay, all right. Guys, hey, I was trying to be conservative with 17, but if it's coming like this, I might just keep it casual with about 50 to 100 thoughts. That's it. That's all I need. 50 to 100 thoughts, I'm good. I don't need any more than that, I promise. Double tapping down here. We're going to do a quick little read over this and then end off with a funny clip from Elon Musk. Let's see what we're looking at on time. Okay, good. Eye-popping price predictions are common once bullish energy returns to the cryptocurrency market, and the current cycle is no exception. As one analyst from Wells Fargo predicts, XRP could skyrocket as high as 500 over the next 4 to 7 months. Guys, I've been loading the boat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been loading the boat on this. Like I said, I'm sitting in the thousands. I got some money coming in. I'm really trying to see if somehow I can double my position. That's going to take way more than what I put in the first go round. But like I said, we sitting nice now. But I'm really just trying to put that thing away. Really, the number I got now, I will put it away. But I'm really trying to put it away. Mega yacht type thing. But this is a doozy. And it all makes sense because, like I said, guys, we got those elections that are coming up, but like I said, we already could tell the stresses on the financial markets, guys. Crypto is going to be the haven and security and the saver of the finances for America. That's why this move is happening now and happening so quickly. This is going to be the way that America continues. We got the stock rising. We're kind of tackling that inflation. The next maneuver is going to be crypto coming in to save. And like I said, it's not going to really be a hard push, but like I said, you heard it here first. It's good. They're going to probably make up some type of other situation or pandemic or something like that that's going to come on a rise. And after we come outside of that, you're going to see yet again, we're going to have fully implemented into it. Will it be some way where we're in the house for whatever time or whatever? I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be something that they're going to use again as another disguise to hide this. Boom, you're going to come out. Which we are. It's not going to take much. Like I said, everybody already does. You tap on your phone. You probably don't even bring it. I don't even bring my cards out for real. And if I do, it's my Cash App card, which I tap anyways. Like I said, I don't carry my debit cards or credit cards around on me. There's no point in it. You do. It's going to be the same. They've already got you moving on a digital wave anyways. But it's Shannon Thrope, a business support manager at Wells Fargo, shared her insight into XRP token on Saturday, saying that while XRP community, commonly referred to as the XRP Army, yes, sir, is more divided than ever, she sees a positive future in the near term thanks to the recent ruling on XRP token as not a security. One side looked at only the charts, which is stupid, taking cues from the past trends to follow Bitcoin to draw short-term price prediction. She said, whilst others claim utility, me, and hopefully you and those that understand what's going on, believing that partnerships and the replacement of adequate systems will drive price. Neither side has been correct, nor the future either side will be correct. Well, they have, because that ruling passed through. So They rule it is not a security, and 2, it's being implemented. We saw it in Palu. This is a thing. So CBDC is here. Yeah, they're going through that. So I wouldn't say neither side is correct. I say the side that was saying that it's going to be $1 is off because hell, hey, we're about to hit $1 now. So it obviously got to rise a little bit above that, right? Many analysts have given XRP a price range of $1 to $10, but Thorpe suggested token price would need to be significantly higher if she hopes to compete with if it hopes to compete with systems like the Society of the World Interbank Financial Telecom, SWIFT. But now, guys, what she does is break down the common principle. We're gonna go over a little bit, but just so you have a general overview of what's going on, she breaks down the fact that it couldn't be, and I'm gonna skip down to the major part of it. Why it couldn't be $1 to $10. It has to be a much higher price because of the utilization. Banks are going to be doing 1 million transactions at $1. That wouldn't work. That's why Bitcoin can be used as a transaction. Why it's sitting at the price it is now, where it's 15, 20,000, 6,000, which we say it'd be 100,000, 500,000. Those are the reason why is because the transaction price, they're not going to be doing that many transactions. That's dangerous, right? But looking over here, it says, if you were to set a range of XRP to say $1 to $5, you ought to be saying if one company owned all the XRP, yes, all 100 billion, they would have a liquidity strength LS, which is what the liquidity strength is, from 100 billion to 500 billion. You said the liquidity strength does not account for any growth in the economy, the action of messaging or setting, nor the 24/7, 365 benefits we receive from using XRP. If I were to send 750 million transactions with a liquidity strength of say $1, that is roughly 10% of all that bank's XRP. Thorpe noted, furthermore, there is more than one client. Get this off of here. There's more than one client, and no one wants to break that 750 million to 750,000 $1,000 transactions. Who would do that? That doesn't even make sense. Each having a burn rate, which would be it's costing there's a percentage that they're losing off of doing that 750,000 times. You're losing a massive amount of money. It's not even logical. There's no point in doing it. That's like trying to what's happening now, where if you were to try to, instead of sending $750,000 cash to one company, they were like, hey, let's break this down into 750,000 $1 transactions. Well, you're gonna lose 25-30% of your money just going through third parties to just get them each one of those dollars through. It's stupid. That's the reason why they don't do that. That's the reason why they move gold or certain assets, right? Let's see here. If I had to guess, let me see here. In this scenario, one bank holds the XRP liquidity. In reality, there are numerous small investors that hold the token. Us, a portion of XRP supply that has been permanently destroyed, burned, and multiple large banks that also are going to have allocations. So there's no way for that to even be a reasoning. That would be one bank to buy up all. Guys, we're already, people that are in the XRP have already been buying it up in this case. So there's no way for that to even be occurred. We're already buying it now. So there's no way for it to be $1 if you're saying that institutions have to buy it as well. So we know the price got to be above $1 to $10. That wouldn't even work. She said, if I had to guess, there are 50 to 70 billion XRP at any one time supporting liquidity stream. Thorpe said, now spread that across 300 to 1,000 different banks, liquidity providers, governments. One times 75 billion equals 75 billion. 75 billion divided by 1,000 equals 75 million. Let me see here. Oh yeah, 75 billion is that 75 billion divided by 1,000 equals 75 million? Oh yeah, that's right. 75 million XRP dollars for each bank and / liquidity provider. Thorpe highlighted several assumptions that need to be considered to determine the price for XRP, including that all banks will have more XRP and that the small banks will use more liquidity providers. Liquidity providers were purchased from exchanges / use, and Ripple has released all of their XRP from escrow to get that 75 billion. If circulating supply is less than 75 billion per price per XRP is exponentially higher. So basically, just breaking down with simple math, there's no way for it to be in a $1 to $10 range. You're talking about thousands. It's got to be thousands of dollars for there to have that liquidity strength, right? And like I said, there's people that are already buying up. There's going to be people that are using it to trade. There are people that don't even be trading it. There's no way for it to be a set stagnant number based off of just charts, which is what this all breaks down to, which is why she's saying 100 to 500 in the next 7 months. Because like I said, guys, this realistically could be 5, 10,000, 15,000. This is baby Bitcoin. This is baby Bitcoin. This is baby Bitcoin that might graduate up to be Bitcoin's father. Bitcoin. XRP is your father and your mother. We hope, right? But nonetheless, just quickly, I'm gonna have a link to this description out here for y'all to read over. Like I said, just a breakdown of why. And we'll just double tap down there just before we end it off, because like I said, given liquidity strength is roughly 75 million per bank, and JP Morgan being a top tier bank moving more than 8 trillion a day, and say due to service overlaps with Swift and assumption that Ripple only captured 10% of the market, equaling about 800 billion. Remember, only 700 billion XRP is out there. $1 is not enough to move that. They're basically saying there's 700 billion. They're moving 8 trillion a day in money with JP Morgan. So that, I mean, there's no way for that to logically make sense for it to be $1 to $10. It has to be exponentially. There's 20 times what's needed from one bank's movement, right? 20 times based off if you're going for $1 or $10. There's 20 times just the coins available alone, right? So this just quick math to show you that, hey, this is easily higher than 5,000, 10,000, which I said, let's see here. $1 is not enough to move that kind of money, but that should go without saying. She said, this is just cross-border transaction, not derivatives, not real estate, not CBDC included, to include but not limited to foreign countries, banks and projects, technical parallels, and NFTs, which Ripple announced, I think 3 days ago, their XDC or NFT. So one of these coins that's doing NFTs that has just been brought on. Based on that fact alone, Throat's price prediction is anywhere from 100 to 500 in the short term, 4 to 7 months. It boils down to liquidity strength. If XRP is 100 at supply, $100 at a supply of say 50 billion, that makes liquidity strength of 5 trillion. That's still 3 trillion less than what Schwab moves alone. And at 500, that gives us a liquidity strength of 25 trillion, she said. This gives the market room to breathe and allows for growth and ensures that no one company needs to own billions of XRP to perform their day-to-day transactions. Baby, 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 baby. Guys, listen, I'm sorry it took so long, but like I said, we had to get down here. This is banger information. This is cash money we talking about. If you don't see it, don't worry, you will. You're going to see me with my 50 thoughts. But like I said, just end off on why you need to be investing in Tesla. This man right here. Just as simple. I love Canada, but what does our favorite person do? He blocks out the A and part of the D. So it says, I love anal. I love this man. This is the guy that's going to take us to generational wealth in our Tesla stock. This is one of the richest men in the world. How can you not enjoy a person like this? This man's got things. He's got plans. He's going places. That's all I'm put you at. But guys, like I said, let's go ahead and end this thing off strong, guys. Much love to y'all. We all know the greatest generation of wealth transfer is underway. I salute each and every single one of y'all, guys. We're on a pathway to financial freedom. We're side by side in this battle, pushing forward. One trade is all that's needed to change your family's life. But like I said, if you're sitting on the sideline still, you're playing yourself. The best time to go was 6 months ago. The next best time is now. The next best time is today. You hear me? Guys, hold it down. Much love. You already know what's next. I'm about to destroy this gym. I'm about to have, Brad, I'm about to kill him in there. Yes, sir.